Hello everyone, and this is the Sonic headquarters, and we're back with some more interesting Sonic news. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so recently something major was confirmed about Sonic Adventure. If you are a Sonic fan, many of you should be familiar with Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure is a beloved Sonic game from back in the day, and people love this game so much to the point where they want to see this game remastered so they can experience the game again, but in a different way. But recently we got some bad news about Sonic Adventure. Okay, so it says Sonic Team Boss explains why a Sonic Adventure remake remaster isn't happening. Okay, Sonic Adventure fans might not be happy to hear this, but there aren't any plans to come out with a remake or remaster anytime soon. Takahashi, head of Team Sonic, was recently asked about revisiting the game in an interview. The takeaway here is that it'll take a huge effort to bring the experience up to today's standards and expectations, as much as a new title would. Apparently, because of that, he feels working on a new game instead makes more sense. The following, when asked about a possible Sonic Adventure remake remaster in an interview with Shake News. I do hear that a lot. I really am appreciative for everyone who likes the Sonic Adventure series, but when I think about what it would take to kind of bring that game up to the standards and expectations of what the modern gaming audience will want, I think it would be about as much time and energy as it would to make a new title. Part of me is thinking maybe I should just make a brand new title, and that's why there's currently no plans. This is actually different from what we heard from previously. It was said many years ago he previously expressed interest in a remake, as that would allow him to iron out the game's rough edges. He also has shown interest in making Sonic Adventure 3. However, it's unclear if that's still something he'll want to pursue. Okay, so by what I'm getting at, the creator thinks that it'll be a waste of time to bring the Sonic Adventure series back because it probably wouldn't interest the modern audience. Not only that, but nowadays they make games that's like something that everybody will want to play, not just a game where a certain audience will play the game. They want to appeal to as much people as they can. That's kind of like the situation with God of War and The Legend of Zelda. For the longest, before they remade God of War for like the PS4, that God of War came out, it was a good game. It wasn't a bad game, but since they got new people to work on God of War, they went inside of a different direction, and they made the game where like the next generation would be interested in playing it. Just like the Breath of the Wild series, they made it like that for like the new audience, or the new audience to play it as well. They try to appeal to the new gamers nowadays. So he's saying if he make a Sonic or remastered Sonic Adventure, he'll have to like change stuff and make ways where the game is appealing to the modern audience, and he thinks that would take a very long time doing that. So instead, he will want to make a new game because that will like be a complicated process. I understand why he isn't going to take the time to remake the Sonic Adventure series. There would be a lot of work into changing like an old format into a current format. That would take a lot of time, But all isn't lost. I've seen people who had remastered Sonic Adventures. Like, I think the people who really like this game, there was like another thing I seen recently. It was like a Sonic Adventure remaster. It wasn't like, of course it's not made by Sega, but it does look very nice. Yeah, it's some people who is working on a Sonic Adventure remaster, and these people might love the game as much as everybody who is asking for a Sonic remaster. It makes a lot of sense, but for me it's different. You see, I have never played these games before. Okay, so these remasters, so the Sonic Adventure remaster that's made right now is by fans who love the game, or you know, just people who grew up playing the game and just wanted to like go ahead and make their own remaster, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the people who want to see Sonic Adventure remastered is people who had played the game and something they grew up on, you know. And a part of that does stick with you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, when we're talking about Sonic Adventure, this is a really complicated subject for me because I have never played the series, and I do plan on playing a few Sonic Adventure games because I've seen them on Steam. They're not too expensive, you know. The only Sonic games, the major Sonic 3D games I played Sonic Rush, then I played Sonic Heroes, then I played Black Knight, I played Sonic Colors many years ago. Sonic and the Secret Rings is my favorite one. The classic ones, I played most Sonic classic games. I have Sonic Mega Collection, played that one. But I really never really played the major Sonic games from back then. Never. That was like the early modern Sonic, I believe. Sonic Adventure games. So I do kind of understand where he's coming from, because like if you take a game from like a different era and you try to bring it back in the modern era, it takes a lot of time to rework it. Reworking stuff can take a very long time, and like since the audience nowadays isn't the same from what it was back then, if you release a game like that, I don't know, like these new gamers, they're probably not gonna be like, they'll probably be confused or something. It's just complicated to explain, but you have to make a game with the modern audience in mind. That's why they changed up how God of War was. That's why they changed up Legend of Zelda, so it can appeal to new gamers. Back then it was very different gamers than it is today. But that's very unfortunate news for Sonic fans and Sonic Adventure fans, people who grew up with the game and who love the game still to this day. But it's nice to know that you guys have an answer. But let's not let it stop you guys from appreciating Sonic Adventure. After all, there is people who are working on like a Sonic remaster themselves, you know, for other Sonic fans to experience, or other Sonic Adventure fans to experience. But let me know what you think about this news. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video.